Good morning and welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we're going to check out Kansai International Airport. Kansai International Airport was opened in the early 90s in response to needed capacity in the Kansai region. It's located about 35 kilometers south of Osaka. The airport has two terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. And today we're going to check out Terminal 1, which is the longest passenger terminal in the world at 1.7 kilometers long. So there's lots of walking to do today. My flight's not until 3:30, and as always, I'm just finishing up my coffee over here. So come along, let's check out Kansai International Airport, Terminal 1. Being the only airport to handle regular international flights into the region, Kansai International Airport was built to be the largest of the three airports which serves the Kansai area. Itami Airport, the original airport for Osaka, and Kobe also handle domestic flights. KIX is served by both the JR and Nankai line. Depending on where you start, it's about an hour-ish to reach the airport, and your choice will probably be predicated on the closest station to you. KIX was also the first airport in Japan to be built on an artificial island, and paved the way, so to speak, for future island airports in the country. The train station is adjacent to the terminal and is incredibly large and spacious. These facilities were clearly made to handle very large volumes of travelers, something that, of course, wasn't the case for the time being. The ticket machines and gates for both lines are beside each other, so make sure you use and jump through the correct ones. Coming out of the station, you hang left to head to the terminal building. This will lead you to the second floor of Terminal 1. Alright, so this is the second floor, and right when you get off the train, you walk in, you're on the second floor, and then one side here is ANA. So ANA is over there, and then further down is Japan Airlines, and just at the end there's Jetstar as well. And then either side has a convenience store. There's a Family Mart on that side, and then there's a Lawson's behind me, and a McDonald's, and a couple P's down there. I'll if you can catch that. Oh, there's a McDonald's there. And then behind the check-in, there's actually a food dining alley with a few restaurants there as well, and the Starbucks as well. Overall, the second floor is very well laid out. There's plenty of space, especially necessary in today's day and age, and there's a healthy option of restaurants and shops. Everything you really need. Furthermore, the second floor also handles domestic arrivals. Unless you come with an abundance of time, there's little reason to venture beyond this floor. Nonetheless, our journey continues to a very quiet floor 3. So this is the third floor, which is between the international upstairs and the domestic on the second floor, and has a bunch of shops and restaurants. But now with kind of how it is, many shops have either changed their hours or they close. Even the Daiso behind me here, the 100 yen shop is closed. There's a few restaurants open, a few shops, but there's a lot of them it's closed, and it's pretty empty here. I saw most shops is mostly maybe airport workers having lunch. It's about 1 o'clock right now, and you can tell even behind me that there's absolutely no one really here, not many. The third floor can be frequented by both domestic and international travelers, so in addition to being the main shopping quarters of the airport, a few lounges can be accessed here too. I also took this time to refuel with a little noodle action. The fourth floor is for the international departures, and I have some time, so let's go ahead and see what's going on there. I can't imagine there's too much kind of with all that's going on, but let's go upstairs and check it out. Wow, look at this. This is like a ghost town. There's no one up here. It's all dark and it's all closed. There's nothing going on here. The screen only had 2 flights later at, I think, 8 p.m. or something like that. Went to Honolulu and went to Singapore. There's absolutely nothing up here. It's so empty. It's weird. It's creepy. It's kind of sad as well. I mean, this place used to be just full of people. Throughout the year, millions of people every year would walk past through here. Now there's, a few people. Wow. it almost feels like you're walking in a new airport that's yet to open. Everything's in its place, the carts are in its place, the check-in kiosks are ready to go, the stores are ready to go, but it's just empty like a shell. It's, wow, really, really weird and very, almost surreal. So let's head back down to the second floor. The first floor down below is for the international arrivals. I'm not going to go down there because anyone that exits out of those doors down there have 2 weeks of quarantine. So we'll stay off that floor this time around. But hopefully, I can come back and do an international trip to this airport or something like that. Experience it kind of to its full potential. Gateside, the domestic area lies roughly in the center of the terminal, with only 10 gates, 16 through 25. It's a rather small subset of the terminal, but well placed for those with connecting flights. Putting it into perspective, the international component has a few dozen gates and the wing shuttle people mover in each wing of the terminal. Post security follows what we've seen in many other airports in Japan, where Gateside is more of a boarding station than anything else. It's quite spacious, more than other terminals we visited, and hosts several light shops. There's also a lonely ice cream vending machine kicking around Gate 25, which wasn't getting much action. The airport also supports ground boarding at the 200s gates. Like most of the terminal, they weren't being used at this time. The quietest part of this terminal were at the ends, where there wasn't any use. Passing through several doors, it appears these gates can be used for either domestic or international flights. Being a terminal designed to handle large body aircraft, there's more than ample seating in each gate. Furthermore, the layout allows for a clear walking avenue through the terminal, and it isn't obstructed while one gate is boarding. So I think in this airport, this is one of my favorite seats. Kind of like a nice lounge furniture. You got a great view of the outside, and you can charge your device. There's a charger right in the armrest, which is perfect. Everything here in the nice, spread apart fairly socially distance or whatever. So yeah, I think these ones win is one of my favorite terminal seats. My gate for today's flight is 19, right in the center of the terminal. Frankly, I'd be slightly more excited if I was on that flight to Okinawa. Overall, KIX is a solid option for flying to Kansai. Though it's very large, everything you may need or want can be accessed in a stone's throw. Gateside, they also add a lot of charging ports, which is welcomed, especially if you're flying a low-cost carrier. And you can relax in one of their very comfortable furniture. The only drawback for some, perhaps, is the further distance compared to the other airports. Being primarily an international airport, I hope one day to return to show you what the international side has to offer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed a quick look in the domestic side of KIX. If you got this far, I hope you found all the Easter eggs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around next time.